Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great Monday. So, I have a little update about Scott Peterson for you guys. The California Supreme Court on Monday overturned the death penalty sentence for Scott Peterson, convicted in the Christmas Eve murder of his pregnant wife Laci and their unborn son Connor. The court's decision came over 15 years after Laci Peterson, a schoolteacher, was killed. Investigators said Scott dumped his wife's body from his fishing boat into the San Francisco Bay in 2002. The body surfaced months later. While the murder conviction against Scott Peterson stayed in place, the court ordered a new penalty phase trial. Scott Peterson contends his trial was flawed for multiple reasons, beginning with the unusual amount of pretrial publicity that surrounded the case. The court found we reject Peterson's claim that he received an unfair trial as to guilt and thus affirm his convictions for murder. However, the court ruled the trial judge in Peterson's case made a series of clear and significant errors in jury selection that, under long-standing United States Supreme Court precedent, undermined Scott Peterson's right to an impartial jury at the time of the penalty phase. The court also agreed that potential jurors improperly were dismissed from the jury pool after saying they personally disagreed with the death penalty, but would be willing to impose it per California law. Scott Peterson is 47 years old, and he also claimed on the appeal that he couldn't get a fair trial because of the massive publicity that surrounded his case, even though his trial was held nearly 90 miles away from his Central Valley home of Modesto to San Mateo County, south of San Francisco. Scott Peterson has been housed on San Quentin State Prison's death row since he was sentenced to death by lethal injection in 2005. Peterson also grabbed national headlines, and intense pressure was put on investigators to find Laci's killer. They chased nearly 10,000 tips and considered parolees and convicted sex offenders as possible suspects. On December 24, 2002, Peterson called his mother-in-law, Sharon Rocha, in the early evening to ask if Laci was with her. He told Sharon he had returned from a day of fishing, and when he got home, Laci's car was in the driveway, and their dog was in the backyard with his leash on. The call to Sharon around 5:15 p.m. would set off a chain of events that would move an entire community, which jumped into action to find the missing mom-to-be. As the days and weeks went on, the search for Laci, who was 8.5 months pregnant when she disappeared, became more desperate. Scott claimed she was home the morning he left for his fishing trip to the San Francisco Bay, and that was the last time he saw her. Laci's family went on television, pleading for her safe return and for any information to help find her. "Please bring my daughter home," Sharon asked the public in one news conference. Attention soon turned to Scott, who maintained he had nothing to do with Laci's disappearance. 1 month after Laci's disappearance, police revealed her husband was living a double life, having an affair with the massage therapist, who was living in Fresno and goes by the name of Amber Fry. Amber, a single mother, went to police once she became aware that the man she thought was her boyfriend was quickly becoming a prime suspect in a nationally televised case. She would eventually go on to wear a wire and help police record her conversations with Scott, which would play a key role in the trial. On April 13th, 2003, the body of a baby boy was discovered along the shore of the San Francisco Bay. The next day, the body of an adult female wearing maternity clothes was found nearby. The bodies were positively identified as those of Laci and her unborn son, Connor. Peterson was arrested in San Diego just days after the bodies were discovered. He had dyed his hair blonde, grown a goatee, and had many items in his car which led investigators to believe he may have been ready to run. The double murder trial would take more than a year to begin, but at the end, Scott Peterson was found guilty of first-degree murder for killing his wife and second-degree murder for killing Connor Peterson. So, guys, let me know below in the comment section what you think about this. I'm afraid if Scott gets put in general population, a Scotty boy is not going to like it too good because they don't take kindly to child killers in prison. So, let me know below, guys. Do you think Scott Peterson is right where he needs to be? Or do you think Scott Peterson got railroaded and he didn't get a fair trial? Let me know below. Have a great day, guys. Peace.